They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Syracuse Orange taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. It's McCord. Looking left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's McCord. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Orange.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Score time, 7-7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
25. Gaucho.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Pena. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
And he's got it at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll leave it with him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers in the hurry up. Might as well give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Caught behind the line. It's Sapp. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. He tries to take the top off. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he muffs it, a loose football. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Bulls his way forward. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Used the play fake, now to throw. It's caught. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now, and they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Trying play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Dropping back, it's McCord. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. He'll let one go down the right side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Syracuse. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it again. He's taking the shot. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Makes the grab. It's Allen. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They want that clock to run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Syracuse right back at it. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's McCord. Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't find find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
Trying to get to it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sack.
And how about the speed on defense with that rush? Getting to the QB so quickly. You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The back goes in motion. Going up top on 1st down. Holds it in. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going for the big play. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down after the interception, and that's how this one will end. Oh, so close to the defense, making a heroic play. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.